penalties, given and not given, handballs, given and not given, elbows in people's faces. What do you see down there?
Not as much as you obviously from up here. It was just a tough game. We knew what type of game it was going to be when we came. We know the surface normally would suit us, but the work they've had done on it has slowed the pitch down a little bit. I know it's a lot of things as well. The ball's got, it sounds really figgy, but it's not an excuse. The ball they use has got like a lacquer on it, because when it hits the rubber crumb, it just sticks, and so it doesn't move through the pitch as quickly because there's so much rubber crumb on there at the minute from when they've had the repairs done. So it slows it down, which makes it really difficult to judge, and that's why probably in the 2 games we've had here, we haven't been great, and we haven't been as fluent as we'd like to have been. But we've had to just play the pitch as well as the opponents, and again, like Romulus, these were tough opponents, and we're delighted to go through.
I thought there were 2 outstanding performances today. Chris Parry at the back and John Mills. They both worked terrifically hard today.
And there we go. There's opinions, because I thought Chris was poor today compared to where he has been. But that's why this game's so great, is because everyone has their opinion. But I thought he wasn't at his best today, Chris. I thought he had wasn't quite as well as he's played in the last couple of games. You're right about Millsy. I thought he was exceptional today in his work rate, and he thoroughly deserved his goal at the end. And again, he showed the type of character he is to step up and take another one, and he slotted it away nicely.
Having missed one, you take that pressure, and it's the cup. You just know you've got to convert.
Oh, listen, if ever you want a chance to drop to someone, you always want it to drop to him because of the record he's got, and you know that missing chances doesn't faze him, doesn't bother him. I can guarantee that if you spoke to him, he probably hasn't even thought about the miss against Barnsley, because all he's thinking about now is, can he score today?
Good comeback from that setback. Great time to score as well, wasn't it? Just before half time and just after.
Yeah, we talked at half time again about we have our kick-off and we kick it straight to them, and they almost broke away and scored at the bar, and then we haven't defended well for the goal. It's one huge kick from the keeper, and we need to look at the video to see. It's not about blame, but where we could be better. Could Alex's starting position have been better? Could Chris have dealt with it better? So we'll look at that and have a look. But it was a poor goal to give away. And then after that, we sort of got ourselves going again, and we scored. Like I said, to score quickly, just before half time was perfect. And then to get the one at the other end, it sort of sets the stall out a little bit. But again, credit to them, because they never threw the towel at any point. I mean, they've had a tough start to the season this year, and I'm sure their manager will be pleased with their performance up until the very last minute, if you like. And again, that's just lucky. It could have bounced anywhere, ricocheted anywhere.
Well, that equaliser seemed to
yeah, of course. Well, maybe. I mean, listen, we've talked about it long enough now, and many games now. But even at 2, when we scored the second goal, went 2-1 up, we've had numerous chances yet again, and we should have been out of sight before they get the goal. And one of these days, we are going to get punished. Like I said a few weeks ago, we're going to give someone a sound thrashing soon. I also see us getting punished by not putting away them chances. So,
question of focus for you then?
I don't know if it's focus. I mean, like I said, Simo's had one first half across the face of the goal, but it's sat up quite high. We've had a couple of, maybe the wrong pass. Ross broke through and could have had slipped John or Jake in either side of him and decided to shoot. We've had balls across the face of the goal. We've had all sorts of chances. So, and I'll never complain about missing chances. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that we need to, make them count a little bit more, because the lads are in the positions and they're there, and we're creating chances still. So I can't complain at that. And I know more better than anybody, being a centre forward, that you can't score all of them. You try your best, and you certainly don't try and miss. But you need to have that. It needs to be everything going for you, I suppose. I don't know, but like I said, finishing is an art. And we create an awful lot of chances, and we score a lot of goals, but we also miss an awful lot.
You gave some game time to Jake Sinclair later on. Was that a tactical decision to bring Tristan Plummer on?
No, it was Tristan just felt his hamstring a little bit just before the game, and obviously with this type of surface, it was best. We asked him if he could carry on for a bit. He said he would try it, and it was no good. So we just brought him off to give him hopefully the best chance to be fit for Saturday.
But again, we thought Jake was lively when he came on.
I thought he had a great first 10 minutes when he came on. And then I think that second win, he needed to get a second win, because I think all the excitement that happened, he got the ball an awful lot in the first 10 minutes, and then he settled into the game. And yeah, he comes with great pedigree, and we know that, and we know the qualities he has got. What he does need now is game time.
You must take heart. You've beaten the team from a higher grade.
Yes, of course.
That must give you confidence.
We talked before the game. It'd be a good marker to see where we are, and again, I don't even think we're at full strength yet. I still don't think. We're and obviously with the pitch at the moment probably not quite suiting us, this one, with the way it is. you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I didn't want to take them back to Edgar Street and play again against them. I wanted to get it done today. So, but yeah, you can only go by the result and performance. Performance was good to a level, but the result was fantastic, and to win it late on, it makes it so much nicer, much more exciting for everybody. But we should have had it one way before that anyway.
Take you back to league action now. Tiverton Town next Saturday. They've won, now the gap to 3 points. You don't look at the league table. You told me that last week. But it is head to head. First v second. Does that make a difference to you early on?
No, because it's our 9th league game of the season and we've still got 30 odd to go. So whatever happens next weekend won't bear any judgment whatsoever in where the season finishes.
We're just trying to build a game.
I know you are, and it's a huge game. Every game's a big game for us, and like I said, as we've said today, because that they never threw the towel in, and again, wherever we go, wherever we play, home or away, is that there's almost that feeling of not a cup final, but let's go and show them what we're all about. Let's go and show Hereford they're this big club and they're this and they're that. We don't portray that. Our supporters don't portray that. We've got fantastic supporters that follow us in numbers because they love this football club, not for anything else. We don't think we're better than anybody else. We know that every week, no matter what happens, we've got to go and perform a match and go and win it. Next weekend will be a tough game for lots of reasons. That being one of them. 2, because Tiverton have had a great start. 3, because they've got some good players. And 4, because we're away from home. So it's going to be, but as I said before, if we turn up and play, then they're going to have to play really well to beat us. And like I said, that's all we can ask, is that players turn up week in, week out and perform.
Any injuries, obviously, a surface like this is going to get the extra sort of carpet burns.
hopefully,
else.
Hopefully nothing other than Tristan's hamstring being a little bit tight. 1 or 2 had knocks, but that would have been happened if it had been on grass. So, like I said, but no one else other than Tristan has complained of anything just yet. But sometimes it takes a few hours to relax and calm down before they actually feel anything. But at the moment, so far we've got through fine.
And finally, Mike McGrath. I'm not sure if it's McGrath or McGrath. Signed not quite in time to play today, or would he have not necessarily have played?
No, he would have been involved. Obviously, I think that Mike's one that Mike was one we were tracking for a couple of weeks. Once we knew about Aaron's situation, we had a little list of players that we were interested in looking at and doing something with. And then lo and behold, 3 days after his name got mentioned, we see he'd signed for Olfchurch. Because he hadn't had much game time at Hereford, so obviously that was the reason why we're looking at him. Maybe he was surplus to requirements, and then he went there. So
did you see him recently at Westfield?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went. Like I said, it worked out perfectly because he signed there, and we managed to get there to watch him and have a look at him. So, and he's another one a bit like Jake, where he's got fantastic pedigree, but he hasn't played a huge amount this season. He's played the first couple of games, I think, for Hereford, and he's obviously had 3 games recently for Olfchurch. So he's probably not quite 100% yet. But he certainly brings quality to the group, and obviously we were 1 short in the middle of the park anyway, so that now fills a hole, and I'm looking forward to seeing him, not just play for us, but obviously see him in training now and see how he works. We've seen him last week, and like I said, we've had, he's one on the list of about 3 or 4 in the end, but he was the one that we really, and obviously he's a lefty, so yes. Like I said, being a natural lefty balances things off a little bit as well, maybe. But it also gives him a different dimension to his game. So like I said, I'm excited about seeing him play when he gets a chance, and I know he's really looking forward to the opportunity and the challenge.
And it could be another one coming in, possibly. You mentioned 3 or 4 there.
Maybe.
And
midfield players, obviously now we've got the 3. If we bring another one in, we've got young Rory, who's potentially going to be a hell of a player, but he's got some work to do. But he's always in and around us at the moment, and we are still looking at 1 or 2, yeah, of course we are. I'm hopefully by middle to the end of next week we might have 1 or 2 new ones. So like I said, but we're not worried about it at the minute. It's not desperate stakes at the moment. Everyone's now starting to get fit again. Obviously, Pablo's still got 1 game to go of his ban, and hopefully by the time that's gone, he'll be fit. And Jamie, we're just still waiting for that report to come back.
Brilliant. Well done today. We're through. Hereford are through.